are going to start with our routine check. Veteran, where's veteran? No, you're already almost veteran now. You open the bonnet now. Open the bonnet. So you see it. Have you seen it? Good. I'll close it again. You open it. I'll close it. You open it. Did you hear the noise? Bang. That's first level. Come. See. There's no way. There are two security systems. You might not lock it properly. Not so. So it sticks this way. This one protects it from opening. Now you need to do it. You need to actually do it on purpose to open the boot. Not so. It should not be a mistake. Maybe your child pulled because children are inquisitive. They can pull it and you are not aware. So there's a second security that only the driver or a professional knows. Not so. You go for what? The latch. Open the latch. Nice. Good. And at this level, this is it. If you look here, you see this flag. Have you seen it? So when you open the bonnet at the first level, the second level, you have to put your hand under the bonnet, pull this lever up. You can see this is the lock here. Have you seen it? You pull the lever up and then it unlocks so that the boot can come up. Have you seen it? All cars is there. Okay. From this level, you have this arm here that secures the bonnet from falling down on you. Not so. Okay. And as we were saying, for the car to function, this engine is made up of what? Metallic parts, right? The first vital fluid for this car is the engine oil. Not so. That engine oil is what lubricates the metallic parts of the car that are moving so that it's smooth. As I talk, if granite oil dey on top veranda, you put your foot there, here it pass it, maybe so. So now, so all the iron then, you need that oil for the go. Then this engine being a combustion engine, meaning a petrol engine, right? The petrol disappears because there's fire burning inside here. Actually, fire explode, a series of explosions. Not so. That's where your fuel, where you buy your petrol, it disappear now. It burn inside here, right? And when there's fire, there's what? Heat, right? That heat now needs to be cooled down by something. So after the engine oil, we have now what? The radiator coolant, right? That drops down the temperature of the engine. And this is where it is. We are talking about the vital fluids. We've talked about the engine oil. Now we are talking about the radiator coolant. This fluid that is here, the radiator coolant or water, as some people they put when they put now water inside some people, but normally there's a fluid, right, that cools down the engine. And this is where it is found. Have you seen it? Its function is to go back into the engine block, remove that temperature, bring it now into these vents here, the radiator. The fan is blowing it and dropping down the temperature of the fluid. Imagine we just left from school to here, not to touch, just touch it and hear the temperature. It's not really burning. It's not yet there. But at one point, it starts boiling, right? This is what cools down the engine of a car. Not so. Then now, you have your steering. What's a veteran? When you are not drive, when the engine is not on, when you turn the steering wheel, it is really hard. But when you start the car, it is soft. For example, this one we have an electronic steering pump, right? Yeah. Electronic steering pump. This is it here. It has its own fluid. It uses what? Hydraulic to assist in turning the wheel. And it works only when the engine is on. Not so. Then we have your brake fluid. We are not talking about the fault. Your brake fluid. Not so. When you smash the brake, it's not wire. Not be wire they go hold tire. No. It's a pipe with a fluid inside. When you press it like the syringe. When you press the syringe, liquid comes out. Not so. That liquid is what now binds the brake. Right? It's coming from here. So engine oil, radiator coolant, steering oil, brake fluid. That's for. Not so. there's still one fluid again in this car, right? They call it what? The windscreen. It is here. Somebody go put an omo over there. They need put omo. The best liquid you can use is liquid soap. There are fluids that they sell, right? But for me, for a long time, I've never bought any fluid. I'll use what? Liquid soap. The one for dishes now. Yes, because it has a fine that shines things, right? You put it in a container, put some water, shake it, it's foamy, you turn it in here, it works perfect. But there are fluids that are sold in petrol stations for that, right? So, any question here about how many fluids have we gone through? Naming?
The brake, the engine, the radiator, the windscreen, and the steering.
Okay, we have the engine oil, the radiator coolant, the steering oil, the brake, and the windscreen, right? Those are the fundamentals a driver is supposed to know, because getting up in the morning, checking them already ensures you of a proper day, right? Because a car standing can stand there for 50 years, not to, the car will never check any of those fluids, right? So failure to do so might cost you a lot, probably pocket wise or jurisdiction. You might get into a crash with somebody because you did not check your brake fluid. You might not check your engine oil, and then your engine, they tell say engine do it. Say my engine don't do it. Say engine don't knock no. Yeah, if you no control the oil, engine knock, you buy a new one. Or then go bila. Maybe so. It shine. Voila.
If you want to know if the oil is
I was waiting for that. How do you then know if the oil is there? Because normally that's the next question that was supposed to come up, right? So how we know? That means we just open the engine oil, just the pump oil inside, or they do now how. That's what I was waiting at Chop Knuckle first. Look here, this one, have you seen it? It's yellow in color, right? This is called the dipstick. The dipstick is what gauges the level of the oil. If I remove it, you see it. Are you seeing how long it is? Yes, this is what is called the dipstick. If you look at this level here, there's an F. Are you seeing the F here? F, and then what? What's here? L. Low, full. So this is the maximum level where the oil is supposed to be. So when you clean it, in the morning, before starting your engine, that's when you gauge it. That's why we say routine check. You do it in the morning when the car is cold, right? Now, you dip your stick for some few seconds, you take it out, and then it's going to show you the level of the oil. Have you seen it? This is it here. It's full, right? If it's dropping, you have to refill it. It's not supposed to drop anyway. It's supposed to get old, not so, and you change. Once your engine is dropping, it means that when the engine oil is dropping, it means that the engine is burning oil. No, it's burning oil. It's not supposed to burn oil, right? We'll get to that about colors of smoke and reasons why. Because there's a possibility for this oil to leak into the combustion chamber where the fire occurs, and then it burns with the fuel together. So you start having shortages, or your sump has a hole and the oil is leaking. That's why it drops. It should not drop. Never. Not so. You just have to come, you think the number of kilometers, you come and change and put a new one. If it keeps dropping, it means you have a problem that you must solve. Are we there? Ishai? Chop Knuckle. That question no.
And also to gauge the oil, the car needs to park on a level ground.
On a level, if you look level for kerosene for your stove, where the stove stand one side, it's supposed to straight now. Now the same thing. Ye and stove more dey so before if you gauge kerosene me dey, because if you sleep one side, you know work no be so. So when you want to check your engine oil, make sure say the motor stand for level land, level surface, no be so. So that all the oil go run can balance now. You fit gauge now the level where it dey. It shine now. Any other question on this? If you look some TV where I return, just make a mono.
Do you
Mm-hmm.
have a quantity of oil that you put there, or you just pour?
Good. I like that. You don't pour. Each engine has its capacity. There are engines with bigger capacities, not so taking more oil compared to the others. But on your car's manual, you have the liter of oil you use per engine, right? So on the car manual, you always know this one is about of